The 18th Lok Sabha will have its first session from June 20th to July 13th. The members will be sworn in, after which the Speaker will be elected on the 26th. The President will address the joint session of both the Houses of Parliament on 27th, and during the session, the Prime Minister is expected to introduce his Council of Ministers to the Parliament. The opposition may raise several issues as well during the 8-day session. We get to more in this report.
Lok Sabha will be held from 24th June to the 3rd of July 2024. All members will be sworn into their respective seats after having won the recently concluded parliamentary elections. Pro-tem Speaker Bhartruhari Mahtab will administer the oath to the members, who will then be assigned seats with the Treasury or opposition according to their party affiliations. The Pro-tem Speaker is appointed by the President and by convention is usually the senior-most member of the House. The newly elected members will then elect the Speaker, who will become the presiding officer of the House for the term of the Lok Sabha or until he or she is removed by a majority vote. In a similar procedure, the members will also elect a Deputy Speaker of the House. The Deputy Speaker's post, however, has been lying vacant since the 2019 elections and through the term of the 17th Lok Sabha. As this is the inaugural session, the President of India, who is the head
माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदय, आपकी अनुमति हो तो समारोह का शुभारंभ किया जाए। लोकसभा के सदस्य श्री भर्तृहरि महताब।
मैं भर्तृहरि महताब, जो लोकसभा का सदस्य निर्वाचित हुआ हूं, ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत के प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा तथा जिस पद को मैं ग्रहण करने वाला हूं, उसके कर्तव्यों का सदापूर्वक निर्वहन करूंगा।
Congratulations.
माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदय, आपकी अनुमति हो तो समारोह का समापन किया जाए।
Bhartruhari Mahtab, in the presence of President Draupadi Murmu, took oath of office as the pro-tem speaker of the 18th newly constituted 18th Lok Sabha, and the Parliament proceedings will start today in a short while from now. DD India correspondent Vikas Sarthi is joining us for more from here in New Delhi. For our viewers who have in fact just joined in, these were the visuals we're getting for you from Rashtrapati Bhavan, where President Draupadi Murmu gave the oath of office to Bhartruhari Mahtab as the pro-tem speaker of the newly constituted 18th Lok Sabha. Also, as we told you, the Parliament proceedings will today begin in a short while from now. Vikas Sarthi is there with us to spell out more. Vikas, we've just seen Bhartruhari Mahtab take oath as the pro-tem speaker. Now, in a short while from now, we will also see the Prime Minister head towards the Parliament and along with this Council of Ministers, and the proceedings will begin. Let us get more from you as to what do we expect this session to hold, and also how is this special, because this is going to be the first session after 2024 general elections. How is this session going to be different from the previous editions?
Right, Preeti. So you just saw that President of India administered oath to Bhartruhari Mahtab, who is as of now the senior most member of the Parliament, who has won the maximum Lok Sabha election consecutive. So he will function as pro-tem speaker for a couple of days now. He will administer oath to the newly elected members, and it's a huge number, 540 plus members. So it will take almost 2 days for every member to take oath, and then their seats will be identified by the pro-tem speaker, whether they are part of Treasury or the opposition. Later, we will see that the House will elect speaker for the 18th Lok Sabha. As far as the previous cases are concerned, there has been a unanimity on the name of a speaker, but we will have to wait whether opposition will bring with some name for the contest for the Lok Sabha speaker post, and if they also put a candidate for the post, then there may be a voting. And later, President of India will address the joint sitting of both the houses on the very next day, and then the House will start. We will start taking discussion on motion of thanks, which will be concluded by Prime Minister's address to the Lok Sabha. Meanwhile, Prime Minister also introduced his Council of Ministers to the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha as well. As far as the agenda is concerned, there is not much legislative agenda in this particular session. It is more of the procedure for the constitution of the 18th Lok Sabha. But again, we may see some kind of demand of discussion or some kind of agitation by the opposition on particularly the issue of NEET examination. We have seen opposition leaders speaking out in the public that they are completely dissatisfied with the NEET process and there must be re-examination. So this is the most important agenda, which at this point in time seems that the opposition may raise in both the houses. So the process today is that pro-tem speaker will start administering oaths to the newly elected members. Preeti?
Yes, pro-tem speaker will start administering oaths to the newly elected members. Vikas, talking of the election of the speaker that will happen on 26th, apprise our viewers with what is the procedure, because we've seen generally it is a unanimous decision to appoint the speaker. But this time around there is speculation that election of the speaker could take place. Let us get more details from you, more understanding from you on this.
Right, Preeti. So if there is a unanimity on the name of speaker, if opposition agrees with the name, then the speaker may be elected without any voting. But as you just said, that opposition is of the view that they will also put forward a candidate for the post, then certainly we will see division of votes. There will be a simple division of votes. Whoever the simple majority will elect the speaker, which is clearly with the NDA. The NDA will has the maximum votes in the Lok Sabha. So that will be the position. And as far as the other issue is concerned, that is of deputy speaker. Whether this time we will see a deputy speaker or not, this is also going to be a very interesting issue. Since in the past, when there have been a consensus between the government and the opposition, the deputy speaker name have been given by the opposition parties. But it is very unlikely that government will agree with that position. So whether there will be a deputy speaker or not, we will have to wait for that. The procedure is that once the opposition comes with a candidate and then they demand a division of votes, then the pro-tem speaker will direct that voting should take place, and at the end of the day, whoever gets the number will elect their speaker.
All right, Vikas, also you tell us that more or less this is going to be a procedural, session that will take place. What kind of role does the opposition play?
Right, Preeti, for the Lok Sabha, it is most of the procedural part, though Rajya Sabha may continue with with their normal legislative work. So, in the Lok Sabha, the opposition may create some kind of, you can say, ruckus or some kind of disturbances, as we have already seen that NEET is a very important issue. And as far as the cooperation of the opposition is concerned, they are not even agree with the name of pro-tem speaker. They oppose the government's decision of electing Bhartruhari Mahtab as pro-tem speaker. Congress of the view that one of their MPs, K. Suresh, was the senior most, though it has been clarified by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister that as far as the maximum consecutive victories in the Lok Sabha are concerned, Mahtab is the senior most member. So opposition is not agree on that issue as well. So what will be their agenda, what will be their strategy in the House? It will be clear in a couple of days once the oath by all the member of parliaments is over.
All right, for our viewers who've just joined in, we are getting more inputs coming in from our correspondent Vikas Harthi, who is apprising of the new session of the newly constituted 18th Lok Sabha that will begin from today onwards, and he has been throwing more light on what is to be expected. All right, Vikas, let us also, get more from you. How does the session progress from here on, just for the benefit of our viewers, because this, as we've been repeatedly telling our viewers, that this is going to be the first session after the 2024 general elections, and how it will be for the first time, new MPs would be entering the Lok Sabha. Let us get more from you as to, just for the benefit of our viewers, what is the procedure that is followed, and let us get more from you on this as well.
Right, Preeti. So at 11 a.m. Lok Sabha will start functioning. Members will convene, newly elected members will come into the House. And after that, members will observe a period of silence for the 18th, at the starting point of 18th Lok Sabha. That has been a tradition. Later on, Pro-tem Speaker will start administering oath to the newly elected members, which will go on for almost 2 days. Once the administering of oath is complete, then these members, these newly elected members which have taken oath, they will elect a speaker among themselves. Once the speaker is elected, then you will see that President will address a joint session of both the houses, Lok Sabha as well as the Rajya Sabha. That will be an outlook, what is going to be the agenda of the government in the coming days. Particularly, in the next session, we will see that government will bring the budget, what kind of the economic fiscal policy government will follow, that may be also indicated in the president's speech. What is going to be the agenda as far as the legislative work is concerned, that will also be a part of president's address to the joint sitting. Once this joint sitting is over in the Lok Sabha, we will see that motion of thanks on the president's address will start. Members from all the parties will participate in that particular discussion, and at the end of that discussion, Prime Minister will give a detailed reply on each and every aspect which will be raised by the member of parliament, and that motion of thanks will also be take place in the Rajya Sabha as well, since it's a joint sitting. So in both the houses, we will see a discussion on motion of thanks.
All right, Vikas, thank you so much for joining us with those details. We'll come back to you again during the day. As of now, thank you for